Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have just a little bit in crypto news to talk about today, as well as some whale alerts, which I'll be covering at the end of the video as usual. And we're going to make this a pretty quick video, so let's go ahead and get started. Up first, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is at 39. It's come up a little bit. We're back into the neutral territory, but it's right there on the verge of being in the fear territory. And then moving on. Ripple locks 700 million XRP back into escrow. Ripple has returned 700 million XRP tokens to escrow after unlocking 1 billion at the start of the month, keeping 300 million in circulation for operational use. The total escrow lock is worth roughly $974 million. Ripple's escrow balance now sits at around 33.35 billion XRP, with the company following its standard monthly pattern of releasing 1 billion and relocking about 70% to manage supply. XRP has been around $1.38, up 1.37% to start May, with exchange reserves continuing to decline as demand quietly builds. Now, talking about balances here for Bitcoin on exchanges, it hits an all-time low, which is pretty wild to think about. ETF flows, spot ETF divergence widened on May 1st. For Bitcoin, you're looking at $629 million, Ethereum $101 million, Solana at 0, and XRP at 0. Ripple's 13,000 bank network and $12.5 trillion payments volume sparks swift takeover talk. Banks are scared of crypto. That's coming from Ash Crypto. U.S. senators have released the finalized text on stablecoin yield. The key points: bans rewards that act like bank interest, allows rewards tied to platform usage and payments. Senate Banking Committee markup is expected by the second week of May. The odds of the Clarity Act being signed into law have spiked to 62%. I saw another post earlier that was mentioning up to 69%. We need this bill to end crypto manipulation. Well, it might help, but crypto manipulation is still going to be happening. Let's be real. XRP sentiment hits 2 years high. From Crypto Rover, this is huge. Bitcoin ETFs bought $629 million worth of Bitcoin yesterday, one of the strongest single-day inflows in weeks. Institutional demand is accelerating again. Coinbase XRP TAS launches today. XRP sentiment hits a 2-year high after Rakuten wallet integration, but price remains capped near $1.40, resistance despite rising adoption. And from Brad Garlinghouse, even when our backs were against the wall, we refused to fold. Always great to be back for XRP Las Vegas, and even better to see XRP up in lights. And the whale alerts. So here we go. As was mentioned, there was 700 million in XRP that was locked back into escrow. $250 million in USDC minted at the Treasury. $281.7 million in Bitcoin that went to Coinbase Institutional. Then we also have $289.1 million in Bitcoin that went to an unknown wallet. $300 million in USDT to the Tether Treasury. And that's basically it for the 9-figure base crypto moves. And that's what I've got for you guys. We can take a quick look at the trading chart for XRP. Pulling this up, we can actually see that we had a closeout green yesterday. It did not close above $1.40, which would have been ideal. Right now we are on another green candle sitting just under $1.40. We're at about $1.39. Volume yesterday had picked up a little bit compared to the previous day. Right now we're not doing so much, but it is in the weekend. And there's still ongoing issues between the United States and Iran, that back and forth motion. I would expect some possibility of volatility on Monday. So just see how things continue to play out with discussions over the weekend. Tends to be a lot of playing the field here, it seems like. So I'll keep you guys posted. If you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe. You guys can check me out on Blue Sky. I'm one follower away from hitting 60 there at Crypto Atlas. And if you'd like to show any extra support, you can find me on Patreon. I'm Crypto Atlas there. Or you can become a YouTube member. I appreciate you guys so much. Stay safe. God bless. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.